Who's taking home the rep boost in Season 6? That's up to you. I'll see you out there on the courts.
Welcome to
Always a team that makes a flashy entrance when they're on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up on the court. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. And it's Dean in at the 5 down low. Abdul Rauf is out there with Odom. And it's Lowry in at the 2. Well, Greg, we know tonight marks the end of the year, the calendar year, but we're still in the thick of this NBA season.
No doubt, Kevin. And for teams that aren't doing as well, this is a good opportunity to reset. Leave all your troubles in last year and usher in the new one with a new mindset.
Here's Ruiz. Outside Lowry. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Weatherspoon, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Here's Lowry. Now the pass to Ruiz. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Pass to Ruiz. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Weatherspoon, guarded by Odom. Here he goes.
Oh, nice finish.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Abdul Rauf. And here is Singleton to the inside. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Pass to Dean. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Defense pulled out all the stop to shut him down there.
Singleton misses. Here's Seattle. 6-point game.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And Lowry throws it down.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Right wing, here's Weatherspoon, drains it from beyond the arc. Weatherspoon's got 5 now.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running, and I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Seattle shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Ruiz the pass to Odom, and that one drops for him.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Shot from the top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Get ready for your dance team.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Dishes it to Neal. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And that one's good, Weatherspoon.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Here's Ruiz. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Passes it to Singleton. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Inside. Here's Dean. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Ruiz the pass to Singleton. Here's Lowry. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 11.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And there's the pass to Weatherspoon. He lobs it up, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Abdul Rauf. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing, and the basket is good.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Pass to Diawara. Pass to Neal from downtown. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
They get it back.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Shots good by Neal.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Here's Ruiz. Lets it go from deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Odom with it. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game. Here's Singleton. Hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for him.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Seattle calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. And you take a look at this home team. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, Seattle right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for Seattle, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Passes to Weatherspoon. Neal with it. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Diaw. And it's slammed in by Diaw.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Sexton's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A shot by Weatherspoon, no good. Singleton the pass to Abdul Rauf, and there's the feed to Odom. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Here's Ruiz. After the basket by Seattle. A three-pointer is right on target. Ruiz has got 9 points.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future, and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
The shot by Trice, no good. Sexton. Seattle grabs the miss. Kicks to Neal. And it's sent back by Odom. And that one's good, Weatherspoon.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Diaw with the steal. Neal passes to Weatherspoon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is Singleton. He's got 8. Ruiz, the pass to Abdul Rauf.
2 minutes remaining.
That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And the pass to Neal. Here's Diawara. Here's Weatherspoon. 13 points in the game. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. He's got 15.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Ruiz, the pass to Singleton. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Ruiz has got 12 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now, here's Trice. He has yet to score. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Now, here's Sexton. He started close, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First team foul.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Seattle making a change here. Delfino's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Weatherspoon, guarded by Odom. Steps back and fires. And that one's good, Weatherspoon.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Out to the right wing. Here's Abdul Rauf. He drains the turnaround jump shot. He's got 10.
and he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. No problem knocking that one down.
3.
He's guarded by Diallo. And Delfino pulls it down.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. 52. Up 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 11. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Chalk up 2 there.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And for Seattle, they've got Trice, and it's Weatherspoon in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Sexton. To the left wing, shot clock at 5, and slam dunk by Odom.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Yeah, that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Out to the wing. And that one is stuffed right through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded closely. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Back to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly on All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Here's Diawara. 6 points for him. Sinks the three-pointer. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. We have a beautiful game. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Seattle shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. first free throw is good. And Seattle making a change here. Neal's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Home team. Get ready for your dance team. Make some noise for your dance team.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside, Sexton. Over Trice. True on the 14-footer. Sexton's got 7.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Out left of the wing. Diawara, the pass to Trice. And he's good on the 3-ball.
3 points.
Trice has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Diawara with the rebound. Seattle trails by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Neal outside. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
For 3, Diaw drills it from outside.
For 3.
Diaw's got the game tied up here for Seattle.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Sexton. Shoots from the corner, and the shot goes in. 12 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
There's the dish to Odom. Tries yet again. Basket counts.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Now here's Neal. He's got 8. Fires from deep. And Trice with the basket on the assist by Neal.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. The offensive successes due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Here's Weatherspoon. He's got 19. And another 3 for Seattle.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D
Home team.
looks shell-shocked.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt?
take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for him.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 7 outside Lowry. Back to Sexton. Shoots over Neal. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter. A tight game here in Cleveland.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
Now, here's Diaw. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Diaw's got 9 points.
And he's tall for a shooting guard, but also he takes advantage of his height whenever he can.
Here's Sexton. Missed inside. And Seattle shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They're putting on a clinic offensively.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 9. Pass to Odom. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Pass to Weatherspoon. The pass to Neal. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Seattle.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Sexton with the bounce pass. Odom's shot. Good.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Pass to Diawara. To the left side wing. Trice passes to Diawara. Great look there, but off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Weatherspoon. 22 points for him. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Diawara with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Odom on the wing. He's guarded by Diaw. No one near Odom as he lets it fly. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Seattle calls timeout.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense. And that was
tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
for Lowry. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Now here's Neal. 14 points for him. Diawara, the pass to Neal. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range.
3 points.
Neal's got the lead up to 5 now for Seattle.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Diawara. He's got 9. And he gets the bucket. Diawara's got 7 now in this quarter. Diawara's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Pass to Odom. Outside Lowry. Trying to get open is Odom. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul, second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And so Lowry nails both of them. And it's Seattle with the ball. 3-point lead. Passes it to Trice. Here's Diawara. He's got 11. Buries the long-range jumper. Weatherspoon's got 25 points.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Now here is Lowry. The pass to Abdul Rauf. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Pass to Neal. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ruiz, the pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's Lowry, and Lowry throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Shoots. It's good again, and an excellent 7th for 8 shooting night so far.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Here's Trice. Count the basket. Trice has got 13.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Here's Weatherspoon. The offensive rebound. Here's Dean. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, second team
Yeah, how
foul.
about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
For Seattle, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the first one at the line is good. And Seattle making a change here. Delfino's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Kicks it to Lowry. Pass to Ruiz. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 15 points in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
To the wing right side. Outside Delfino. And the 3 ball is good. Delfino's got the lead up to 9 now for Seattle.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 10 points in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
He takes it in, and Trice slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the middle. Here's Odom. Fades away. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Assist from
Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Delfino. Lowry covering. Now Delfino. He has 5. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray. And now just a 4-point Seattle lead.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Seattle ahead. They lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Checking out Seattle. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Their defense has been dismal, allowing their opponent to shoot 60. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Odom. He's out there with Abdul Rauf, and it's Ruiz in at the point. To the right side. There's Neal with the 3. Rebound by Singleton. It has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And for Seattle, and it's Dean in at the center, locking down the middle. And here is Neal. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here is Singleton. Passes it to Ruiz. And it's off from three-point range. Seattle leading by 4. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's the break. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Diawara, the pass to Neal. From the top of the key. Rebound by Singleton.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
There's the pass to Ruiz. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. For the tie, and Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 25 points.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And Seattle leads by 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing? Just a textbook pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the wing on the left.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Neal. He's getting around 16 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Here's Abdul Rauf. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to Weatherspoon. Now recovering. Pass to Weatherspoon. To the left wing. On its way from Neal for 2. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Ruiz. Back to Lowry. They get the rebound. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's off on that one.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Down low. And now here comes Neal, leading the break. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now it's a 6-point Seattle lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too concerned.
Make some noise!
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second-chance points on the season.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Wasted no time on that one. Lowry's got 6 points in the quarter.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
The pass to Weatherspoon. Out left to the wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now here's Neal. 22 points for him. Ripped away. Here's Ruiz. Lowry. Diawara with the rebound. Diawara's got his 4th rebound in this one.
3 points. 3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here is Lowry. 27 points for him. Ruiz, the pass to Lowry. Here's Ruiz. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Neal. No good there off the double clutch. Seattle leading by 6. A shot by Weatherspoon, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in Norman.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Diawara. 16 points for him. Here's Neal. Unable to get that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against it next time.
driving to the basket.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Here's Lowry. And that one drops. Lowry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Neal. Here's Weatherspoon. Trains the three-pointer. Weatherspoon's got 28.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Lowry for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Pass to Diawara. Fires at the elbow. And it's Seattle with another.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Here's Ruiz. Neal defending. The shot by Ruiz, no good. Fires away from way outside. Neal's shot is off.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And the dunk by Lowry.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Seattle calls timeout.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad.
Weatherspoon, defended by Odom. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Dombrovskis gets the three-pointer to fall. And Seattle leads by 4.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Elbow shot is on the way. Connects, the jumper drops. He's got 5.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Passes to Delfino, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and stolen by Singleton. For the lead, Seattle grabs the miss. Weatherspoon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Seattle.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
And there's the pass to Singleton. The tray hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Dombrovskis. And it ends up out of bounds. In a moment now to check out who Seattle has coming up. On Friday, then on Sunday.
And you know for that matchup with Montreal, That's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Trice is checked in for Seattle.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Diaw. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Free throw good, Lowry. So both teams changing it up here. And it's tied up with that one. And Seattle shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Pass to Weatherspoon. Here's Delfino. Misses, and he wants that one back.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For the lead, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Weatherspoon. To halt the run. That one goes in. Weatherspoon's got 5 points now in the quarter. Three-pointer. Seattle grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's good for 2. Diaw's got 14.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
It's good from long range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Over to the wing, Trice, and another basket for Seattle. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Odom on the wing. It's blocked. To the paint.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Passes it to Lowry. A second chance effort. It's deflected. 1:04 left to play in the third. Dombrovskis sinks the triple. Now it's a 6-point Seattle lead.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Over to the left wing. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And Seattle leads by 6.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now here's Trice. Defense is right there.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First team foul.
Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. From the arc. No good. And so it's Seattle with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Ruiz. Seattle grabs the miss. Diaw's got 6 rebounds in the game. And for Seattle, they've got Trice, and it's Delfino in at the 2-guard.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Oh, Sexton in position. Good on the 3-point shot.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
For 3, cans it from downtown.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's the floater. The shot, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To tie it up, Odom's shot, good. Odom's got 25 points.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The pass to Delfino. Here's Trice. Drains the 3-pointer. He's got 22.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Ruiz. For the 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down low. Diaw. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
You talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. From down in the low post, it goes. And Seattle leads by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
For Seattle, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Weatherspoon, defended by Odom. To the middle. Here's Diaw. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Diaw's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Sexton. Seattle grabs the miss. Weatherspoon's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Here's Delfino.